up in the sky. Look, it's captivating. It's energizing. It's Eliances Heroes. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups, where our heroes in business align. Now, here's your host flying in, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
That's right. Another day. I can't believe it. And we're unlocking the secrets. Later on, we're going to have the founder of Big Ass Fans who ends up selling his company for $500 million. And we're going to learn how. And later on, too, we're going to have another person who sold his company to E-Trade for $700 million. So make sure you continue to stay tuned and listening to me, David Kogan, and host of the Eliances Hero Show, the only place where entrepreneurs align, Eliances.com. All right. I'm excited about our next hero. Why? Well, first of all, I go to his place at least every month, so can you figure out what it is? Maybe not. But we're going to start it off with this. Welcome to the show, Gordon Logan. First of all, Gordon, when was the last time you had a haircut?
Good question, David. Last week, matter of fact.
Now, why would I go ahead and ask you something where you have over 1,700 locations across 50 states plus 5 Canadian provinces and so much more? Why would I ask you that question?
I guess you're checking up to see if I practice what I preach. We have 1,860 locations now, and I always get my hair cut in SportsClips unless I'm shopping the competition to keep abreast of what's going on in the rest of the world.
That's right, because Gordon is the founder and CEO of SportsClips. Gordon, I got to tell you, if I worked at your place, I'd be nervous cutting your hair knowing this.
I think they're pretty well used to me. So sometimes that happens with newer team members, but it's a good experience. I enjoy the interaction with the stylist.
All right. So with all of these places that were around before you started, all of these various franchises and independents doing hair cutting and that, how did you come up with the idea and going into such a competitive market?
Well, David, I've been in this industry for 40 years, and the first 15 years I was in the full service end of the business. And in the early 90s, I started looking at the industry and what niches were being served and which were not. And no one was paying any attention to the men and boys haircut market. And so I kind of like niches where there's not a whole lot of competition. And in early 90s, the older barbers were dying and retiring, and there weren't that many young barbers coming along to replace them. So men were having to go to generic family hair cutters or to salons even. And I felt like if there was an opportunity that we created something targeted specifically for men and boys, that would be something that would have legs, it would last more than a few years. And so we created SportsClips to meet that need.
Now, when I get my hair cut at your place, it is an experience. I mean, it's a unique experience. It's a comfortable experience. How did you come up with that concept?
Well, I think that most men don't know the difference between a world-class 100-point haircut and a good haircut. It has to meet a certain minimum qualities, of course. But everyone knows the difference between a mediocre experience and a really great experience. So we have always, in addition to the technical training, make sure the haircuts are good quality haircuts. We put a lot of focus on the experience from the time you walk in the front door, the greeting, consultation, the haircut itself, and then the shampoo bowls with the European style, the height adjustable, heated and massaging, and nice scalp massage with a hot towel on your face, and then ended up with a nice neck and shoulder massage. So it is a very nice experience, and it's evolved over the last 25 years since we started SportsClips, and so we try to give a very good value for the dollar and make it really a nice 20, 30-minute break for men in their hectic schedule.
Well, Gordon, the way you just described it after this interview, I'm ready to go to your place and get another cut.
We're ready. Come on down.
Now, you're an MIT and Wharton School of Business graduate. I mean, you worked as a CPA. You're also a veteran. You talk to us about the path, though, that, all that and that education leading to being the founder of SportsClips.
Well, I have a mechanical engineering degree from MIT, and then I worked as an engineer for a while, and then I joined the Air Force and flew C-130s for 5 years. went back to Wharton, and then I went to work with Price Waterhouse down in Houston in their consulting group. A fraternity brother of mine from school was working at a bank there, and we started talking about going into business for ourselves and with each other, and looked at a lot of businesses and never could decide on something both of us liked. But it really started me thinking about going into business for myself. And I read an article in the Wall Street Journal one day about this new hair care franchise. And make a long story short, I became a franchisee. Unfortunately, the franchisor went bankrupt in about a year after I joined up, which caused me to be self-sufficient. And eventually, another franchisee and I bought that franchise and worked with it for a number of years until we helped our franchisees and exit strategy. And from that, we started SportsClips and opened our first store in Austin, Texas in June of '93, started franchising in November of '95.
Isn't that amazing? It all leads to something. And you know what also does? Listening to me, host of the Eliances radio show. Make sure you go to Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com, because you're listening to me, David Kogan, interviewing the founder and the CEO of SportsClips, Gordon Logan. Over 1,800 locations. Now, with all of that going on, you're well over $600 million company. Talk to us about philanthropy.
Yeah, David, that's always been a focus for ours, and being a veteran, I have a soft spot in my heart for the veterans, and we've raised over $8 million for scholarships for veterans making that transition from military to civilian careers, working with the VFW Foundation. We sponsor Ageless Aviation Dreams, which is a really cool program giving Stearman biplane rides to vets in assisted living programs. We're up to 5 different planes stationed around the country. It's really a great experience for them and for us. USO, we also are the first national sponsor of the St. Baldrick's Foundation, and we've raised over $1 million on that and committed to another $1 million with them. And one of my favorites is our relief fund to help our team members and their families who experience unexpected tragedies such as floods, tornadoes, accidents, serious illnesses, and even death. And we've awarded over $2.5 million to our team members who have experienced something like that. So all of those, I think, help to create a culture, and the corporate culture is very much focused on helping others and giving back to our communities.
Gordon, share with me some secrets you would share, because we've got a number of listeners, many, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of listeners, and many of them have children. And they want to be able to raise their children really with the right part of being a philanthropist, getting involved with philanthropy, and also being successful in whatever field that they've been in, like you've been in. What kind of secrets would you share with the parents to be able to instill this in their children?
Well, I think that everyone is concerned about their kids and want to help them, and just give them good, solid values at home is a starting point. And our corporate values are do the right thing, do your best, and treat people the way they want to be treated. That's the foundation of the way we built SportsClips, and that's the way we deal with our franchisees, and the way we expect them to deal with their team members, and the way we expect our team members to deal with our clients. And very simple, straightforward. I borrowed it from Coach Lou Holtz from a video he produced when he was the head coach at Notre Dame, and we asked Coach Holtz for his permission to use his training materials, which we have done ever since we started SportsClips and before. And that really creates a good, solid foundation on how to work with people, how to deal with people. And my favorite saying is by Zig Ziglar, who's one of my favorite philosophers and business advisors. And Zig says that you can have anything you want if you help other people get what they want. And I think that's a great way to live life and to be in business. You can't think of a better philosophy. If you think about every successful business, they have helped other people get what they want. And I think those foundations will serve anyone well.
Well, Gordon, you help people get and help them get what they want. You contribute to society. You've created a better way for people to get a haircut and rely on the look and them feeling good. You've created the experience. That's a hero, Gordon Logan, founder and CEO of Sports Clips. Make sure you go to SportsClips.com. This has been David Kogan with Eliances, and when we return, the founder of Big Ass Fans.